Hello guys, welcome back to your English class. Today we will be starting a new block, that is block number 12, which will be dealing with informal letters. Now at the end of this class, you should be able to identify the different parts of an informal letter. So before we go ahead, let us go and see what are informal letters. Now, informal letters, are letters that a person writes to a friend or a family. Informal letters are written to people we know. This is very important. We have two types of letters, formal and informal. You will be learning about formal letters in the later part of this session. And today we will be doing informal letters. They are written to family or friends, and they are written to people we know. When we write informal letters, we use very casual language. It's very friendly language. It's very brief because we are writing to a person we know, so there is no formality in the language. Clear? And you can also write a lot of questions in informal letters. You can write about your emotions. You can have a lot of emotion in your letters. For example, if you're writing a letter to your friend describing your summer break, you can put a lot of emotion, happiness, emotions in the letter. Now every letter has a purpose. We always write a letter for a purpose. So the purpose of a letter could be to invite someone. Maybe you want to invite your friend to your birthday party, so you could write a letter to your friend inviting him for your birthday party. Or you could explain to someone how you spent your summer vacation. Maybe you want to tell your friend how you spent your summer vacation, so you can write that. Or maybe you want to thank someone. You had your birthday and you got a beautiful gift, so you want to thank the person who has sent you the gift, so you could do that. You could encourage someone to do something. For example, recently you have learned how to play the guitar, or recently your parents have taught you how to bake a cake, or you have watched a good movie, you have read a good book. You can ask your friends to read the book. You can ask your friends to watch the TV, watch the movie, telling them why should they watch it. You can also tell them why they should do cooking. Why should they learn cooking, or why should they learn to bake a cake? So the reasons could vary, but you always will have a purpose. So these are your purposes for informal letters. You have so many other purposes. I have just given you the very simple ones. Now informal letters could be a little new to you, because when we were kids, when I was a kid, we used to do informal letters. We used to also write. We did not have mobile phones. We just had the telephone, and you can't talk and talk and talk on a telephone because it was really expensive. It's not like these days where you get just for a couple of hundreds you get a lot of talk time where you can talk for hours together, right? In those days it was not like that. It was like 3 rupees a minute. So to talk even for 10 minutes, that would be like 30 rupees a call. So people did not talk so much on the phone. The phone was kept only for important purposes. Many people use letters to communicate. You would put a stamp on a letter, and the letter would go to your friend or family just for 3 to 5 rupees, and you could write lots in a letter. So even when I was a kid, I could say maybe in class 5, I had a cousin who is in Chennai, and we used to write to each other. She would tell me about her life, and I would tell her about my life. And we used to write long letters to each other, and it was so exciting to get a letter from someone. In school we even had our teacher brought out something known as pen pals, where we got an address from a person belonging to a different country, and we could write to them about our life over here, and they would also answer from their country. They would even tell us about their life. So letter writing was a big success in our school days. Sometimes I do really miss writing letters, but this is a very important topic, so I want you to master this topic very well. Now coming to the parts of an informal letter. Every letter, whether it is an informal letter or a formal letter, it has parts. So let's take a look at the parts of an informal letter. Okay, now whenever you start an informal letter, you will always start it from the left side. Okay, from the left side. On the left side, okay, you will have your address. So I'm giving here ABC colony, ABC city, okay, and the pin code. Now since you live in Dimapur, okay, for example, if you live like me in 5th Mile, you would write house number. Okay, you can give your house number, or you can give the name of your cottage or the name of your apartment. Okay, then you would give the colony's name. So I live in 5th Mile Unity Village, so I will give the colony's name, and then the city where I live. So I live in Dimapur, so I will write Dimapur, and then this will be your pin code. The pin code for Dimapur is 797112. Okay, so this is the address. This is your address. It should be in 3 to 4 lines. So you start with your house number or the cottage's name or the apartment's name. Then you write the colony in which your apartment or your house comes under, and the last will be the name of the city, followed by the pin code. Once you do this, you need to leave one line. Okay, leave one line and write the date. You will write the date of which date you're writing the letter. So if you're writing the letter tomorrow, you need to write tomorrow's date. Once you write the date, again you will leave one line and you will write the salutation. This is known as the salutation. Okay, dear Pooja. So over here I have written Pooja. You will write your friend's name, or you will write the person to who you are writing. If you're writing to your mom, you will write mom. If you're writing to your dad, dad. Okay, so I've written dear Pooja, but you will write your friend's name. Remember, the name of your friend is a proper noun, so it should come in capital letter. It should begin in a capital letter. Okay, once you're done with this, we move on to what we know as the main part of the letter, the body of the letter. So after dear Pooja, you will leave one line and we will start with the introduction. Okay, the introduction tells us what the letter is about. So you can write, how are you? I hope you are fine. I am writing this letter to tell you how I spent my summer vacation. That would be your introduction. Okay, you would tell the person why you are writing the letter. Once you're done with the introduction will usually be just 2 or 3 lines. You will go to the main content. The main content is the most important part of the letter, and it describes your entire letter. Okay, so you're going to write about your summer vacation, right? So you would say, for my summer vacation, I went to Guwahati. I went to Accoland. I had a wonderful time there. I went on all the water rides. So you will give a long description, at least of 5 or 6 sentences. Okay, minimum 4 to 5 reasons. You need to give at least 5 to 6 sentences. Minimum it should be 4, but at least 5 to 6 reasons. Okay, 5 to 6 descriptions would be good over here. Now in the conclusion, you will end the letter. You need to conclude, so you can tell your friend in the conclusion, I had a great time in Guwahati. I wish you were also there with me. If you ever get a chance to visit the place, it's really nice. And then in the end of the letter, okay, you will just join it with the conclusion. You can write to me soon and tell me what you did for your summer vacation. Okay, so this will be your conclusion and the end of the letter. So remember the body of the letter. Okay, this is the most important part. It has the introduction where you introduce the letter. It has the main content where you describe the topic, and it has your conclusion where you will end your letter, and you will end you will just say goodbye to your friend in very simple words. Okay, now once you finish this, you come to your leave one line and write yours lovingly. You can write yours best friend, your best friend. Okay, you can write your friend. It's up to you. Okay, and your name has to come over here. So these are the parts of an informal letter which are very, very important. Okay, now I have a sample letter over here for you. just to get an idea of how you should do it. So this is a letter, okay, telling your friend how you spent your summer holidays. So again, start with the place. Okay, this is your address. So how I told you to write your address, your apartment, house number, or your cottage name will be the first line. Then you will follow it with the date. Remember, address and date, they should be a gap. Okay, then again leave a gap, write the salutation, that means dear, and the person's name. After that, give an introduction. This part is your introduction, you can read it. This part is your body. Your body can have 1 or 2 paragraphs, but since you are very small now, you can just go with 1 paragraph. Okay, and then you need to give your conclusion. Okay, so over here he has given his life in a village is very simple. Okay, I expect an early reply from you. This is your conclusion and the end of the letter, and he ends by saying your sincere friend Maya. Okay, so you can have your best friend, your sincere friend, yours truly, your loving friend. It's up to you, whatever you want to write. Okay, tomorrow again we will be doing how to write a letter, so I'll be giving it to you more in detail. For this exercise you will be doing just S1, and S1 tells us you need to just number the letter. You just need to number, okay, which point comes in which place. It's very easy. In case you have any doubts, feel free to give me a call or to message me. Okay, so that's all for today. I'll see you in your next class, and until then, stay safe, stay happy. Okay, keep learning, and bye bye.